Alright, time to head to the Suryu Clan warehouse. We're likely in for a fight, but what choice do we have? Get going. Okay, time to go.
Yo! They even brought a couple of babes for us. All right. I can't wait to get my hands on this crew.
Dumbass. Bet he has no idea one of these babes is the Queen of Komijul herself.
Ignorance will do you in like that.
Kiryu-san, I don't see Sawashiro anywhere.
If anything, he's deep inside the warehouse.
Here's the plan. We push forward until we see him in person. Anyone who gets in our way gets taken out.
Hey, what's with you people? You think you can waltz right in? Don't just fucking ignore me! You wanna get dumped in the bay?
If you're gonna bring it, then bring it. Yapping with you is a waste of my time.
That's it, you're dead!
Bring it on.
Alright, what level are these
My
guys?
turn.
It's time.
35? Not bad.
I won't hold back.
Think you can handle this?
You know, let's see how much damage I can do with this. Not too
No
bad.
begging for mercy now.
Right.
I'm on it.
I really like that during the combo attacks, if
Let's
you
do
actually
it.
have certain effect like elemental or like dagger or something, it also works with the opponent. I mean, not your opponent, with your tag team partner too. No, Namba. I think they're back over him.
Back in the game. Now we're talking.
Yes, good.
Hope this hurts.
Glad I paid attention there.
Here we go. Of course we won. It's my turn.
Nice. I'm glad to be a little over level here at least. Oh, we can get through some of these story fights a lot quicker.
Right.
Something wrong?
Not that I don't like these fights, but
No begging for
I
mercy
can make some of
now.
these videos a little bit shorter for you guys, so it's not too long. Since I know cutscenes in the game are pretty long.
Get serious.
You want some?
Let's do it.
Hopefully this isn't the end of Chapter 10 now as we get to Sawashiro,
Here we go.
I hope. So I'd like to still fight as these guys and actually level them up.
Follow my lead.
Okay, the rush style is pretty good, I gotta say.
Now we're talking.
I haven't used it much, but man, it works.
It's my turn. Out of sight. Strong. They just
Tell me something. Aren't you people here to turn your lives around? Or let me guess. You think you'll get a clean slate in Hawaii? And all you've got to do is follow orders. If that's how you see it, you'll never return to society, no matter how hard you try. If you're serious about making a change, start by thinking for yourself.
I don't give lectures like him. Only thing my enemies get is a lesson in pain. That's how it works in Komijul.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
guess even Sunhee cuts loose when she's mad.
I see the men out front gave you no trouble.
Yeah, they won't be getting up anytime soon. I take it they could use the rest.
Don't worry about them. Bargain barrel thugs aren't exactly at a premium these days. What with the dissolution leaving so many ripe for the picking.
Isn't your job to fix that? Or is this second disillusion of yours just a way to exploit them? After everything you've done, this was your chance to light their path.
I won't deny that. You know, one of them said something rather profound. Going clean was like prison all over again. You know, people like us have no freedom. Of course, he must have had eyes on him everywhere. You never know what an ex-Yakuza will do, right? And I'm not even at the saddest part. We have nearly 100 people working here at all times, but they only need a single supervisor, if that. What makes that possible is the structure of our warehouse. Take a look at this observation tower. It's designed so you can't see in from outside. Because of that, you never know when you're being watched. Meaning, you can never slack off. They call it a panopticon. Any idea why these were invented?
To keep prisoners in line.
And twisted, isn't it? These people wanted to escape the dog-eat-dog world of a criminal. Yet what do? Crawl right into another form of prison.
Tell me, why gather them under one roof and then ship them over to Hawaii?
To rehabilitate them, of course.
That the only thing Ebina said? If he hasn't let you in on anything else by now, don't get surprised when he casts you aside.
You may want to mind your words. These four are some of the Seiryu clan's strongest. And they don't take kindly to insults, especially when it comes to Ebina-san. They also won't hesitate to kill, whether they've been given clearance or not.
Pretty bold for Yakuza in this day and age. Then again, I've seen plenty like that in my time. They have all come and gone. Now, you want to know what real strength is? Now let my fists do the talking! King, huh? Don't see that every day.
Probably not all he's got up his sleeve. Let's stay on our toes. Let's do it.
In for the kill!
I have a feeling it's gonna go from a cane to a blade, or blade and cane together. So we should probably take out these guys first.
Right.
Something wrong? I won't hold back.
How am I gonna do this here? There we go. You're next, alright. And Psycho didn't follow up, correct. Oh, crud, now but took a lot of damage.
It's my turn. Here we go.
No begging for mercy now.
Back attack. Maybe we'll get lucky, get a bit of damage.
Sorry to drag my feet.
Wanna play, do we?
Screw it, let's do this now. Roll it back up. As Sawashiro just gets beat up.
Guess you're not all show. Now then, let's wrap this up.
Charges up. Oh,
Well,
crud.
he's back to basics. Wonder what's next.
Got a bad feeling about this. Stay on your guard.
Chance of causing blind. Maybe I'll get lucky.
Got you now.
I don't think he'll get blinded though.
Counting on you, Kiryu-san.
Let's do a
Make the noise.
let's do a team heal here.
Right, everyone. Let's finish this. Now we're talking.
Perfect. It's weak to fire. Excellent.
Yeah, double the trouble. Double
I
the
don't know how
fight.
much damage he'll do, or if it's to one person or multiple.
This is no way to fight.
It's my turn.
What's the holdup?
Gotta build up some hype again. Castigation. Oh no.
Hope you're ready.
I need to make sure he doesn't do that again.
No begging for mercy now.
Come on now, I'm gonna take him out. Sweet.
Let's do it. All right, let's finish it. Together. We only need one shot.
Do a good damage. Alright, damage.
Sorry to drag
Be
my
worse.
feet.
Let's do it.
Damages all enemies. Let's do this. Essence of Remembrance.
If you want to die,
Maybe just stay down. This is getting old.
Resist water. So weak to fire? Nope.
something wrong?
See attack nearby allies? Sure.
Try this on the side. We're in this together,
Probably be
guys.
the best use here.
I got this.
Thought he was weak to fire. I don't like the magic either.
You're gonna
Well,
get stomped.
Essence of Pyro Prison on him.
You're dead!
This wound's deep.
Ooh, speak to electric though. This is one of the longer Essence ones, but I think it's pretty cool.
You're through. Don't mess with me.
Man, even when we only get like 500, 600 damage. And he switches to dagger, alright. Follow up. Nice.
Moving up in the world. Hell yeah.
We should relish this.
We did it. We really did it. We beat Sawashiro. Way to go, Kiryu-san.
You need to get me out of here. I can't speak freely around them.
Let go! What do you think you're doing? Hey, better if they don't know where I am. Quick, throw me in the water.
You sure that's a good idea?
Not much of a choice here. Meet up at Ichi's place after.
Wait, Kiryu-san, seriously?
What'd you do that for?
We're done here. Next up is Ebina.
Oh, guy's just full of surprises, isn't he?
Ah, tell me about it. But I'll admit, hearing Sawashiro scream as he plummeted into the sea, priceless.
Sure didn't see that coming.
Now it all adds up. So Sawashiro wanted to get tossed to the ocean.
Yeah, we made plans to meet up at Kasuga's place.
Does this mean we're trusting him after all?
Depends on how our conversation goes. Now, I imagine he'll want to keep a low profile. Maybe we'll get to see him in disguise.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Alright, that was an interesting fight. I guess we'll go ahead and just hit stuff as we head south towards Ichiban's place.
Hey, cute dog. I'd love to get one of my own someday. I always wanted one of those big ones you could pal around with.
I've looked after a dog before. It was nice. I remember how he'd always beg to go on walks, even in storms.
That's the pet owner experience. Oh, makes me want one too.
I went to the pet store the other day, actually. Saw this big hamster thing. It was so cute. I almost adopted it.
Big hamster thing.
Yeah, what was it called again? Chin something?
Chinchilla?
That's right, chinchilla. Oh, it had such cute little eyes.
I'd like a guinea pig, I think. What about you, Nanchan?
When I was homeless, there were crows and cats everywhere. Hard to think of them as pets after that, to be honest. Spent too much time wanting to kick their ass for snatching my food.
Oh, that's sad.
When I get a big dog, Nambu-kun, I'll let you fight him.
No, you will not.
Ha! I'd kick that dog's ass.
Heck of a way to end that. So different from Kamurocho here. Yokohama's a bustling town in its own right, but doesn't have the same glitz and glamour as Kamurocho. Come to think of it, the Snakeflower Triad also had a hideout here. I lived here with Haruka before we moved to Okinawa, too. Even though it's been a while since I last visited, this place is as amazing as I remember
this.
But still can't measure up against Kamurocho. Yokohama Connection. I have a bit of history with Yokohama. Even though I've been away from the city for a while, I'm glad to see it's still a nice town now that I'm back. It's no match for Kamurocho, though. But of course, he spent so much of his life and time at Kamurocho. We'll just go ahead and order everything so that we can get all the meal combo effects.
Bon
Real
appetit.
deal.
Plus, we'll get a conversation.
Beef bowls are a man's best friend. Super extra large is the only way to go.
They live up to their slogan, tasty, quick, and cheap. I've been a loyal customer for as long as I can remember.
That catchy slogan sure gets stuck in your head. It sounds simple, but succeeding at all three is a challenge.
Right, and they definitely live up to it. Wish I had a slogan too.
You got an example?
Something like speedy, strong, stupendous.
Did you just come up with that on the spot? And why include speedy?
Speed on my feet? Duh. Fast runners are always popular.
That's the logic of an elementary school kid. Plus, to be honest, I can't imagine you running fast to save your life, Nanchan.
Yeah, I won't lie, that's pretty accurate.
So a no on that slogan for you. What would Kiryu-san's slogan be?
Strong, somber, sentimental.
Again, what was going through your mind for the last part?
What do you mean by sentimental?
He must mean that Kiryu-san's old school, like what kids these days call a throwback?
Oh, yeah, that's totally what I meant.
I get the feeling that at this point, even you don't know what you're talking about.
By the way, that slogan, you know, the word order actually changed over time. So, back in the day, it was quick, tasty, and cheap, since that was the process of how you experienced the meal. But then they started to care more about the tasty part of their reputation.
Oh wow, I had no idea. So they switch it up to reflect the times. That's pretty cool.
Yep, now that's what I call sentimental.
Aw, nice try, but no.
Interesting. Defense boost, and defense boost. Nice.
Extra buying.
That was great.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました.
That is good to know.
Is that a face cutout board? Think it's for a movie?
I loved getting my photo with these as a kid.
What do you say we take a pic? Commemorate the occasion.
Commemorate what occasion? No thanks. Plus, one of those holes is clearly sized for children.
I got a small head. Let's do it.
Oh, seriously? What if you got stuck? Just live attached to the board?
That would be an issue. Imagine trying to roll over in bed.
I think you would have bigger problems at that point.
Nice. Some more chit-chats. The Sasaki building. Inside is the Sasaki ENT clinic. Sasaki. Sounds familiar. The name Sasaki sticks with me for some reason. Maybe because of this weird dream I can't forget. Oh, is that for, Like a Dragon, Ishin? That's referencing? I don't know why, but in this dream I was Miyamoto Musashi. And I lived under an alias working for merchants in the red light districts of that time. Even though I was Miyamoto Musashi, I still had a duel against Sasaki Kojiro, and won. At least the dream was somewhat historically accurate in that regard. Just when I thought it was over, I had to fight off these guys in demon masks right after. Dreams sure are weird, but it all felt so vivid. The emotions still linger in my mind. Perhaps this is a memory from a past life?
Feels like just yesterday.
Right, that'd be ridiculous. Dreams of a past life, the Swordsmaster. Dreams really are strange. One of them was the great swordsman Miyamoto Musashi in a showdown against Sasaki Kojiro. For some reason, Haruka was also there. Crazy dream, I know, but once I woke up, I was struck by how strangely vivid everything was. Even now, it's left an impression on me.
Oh, wow. This store's bestseller is actually a recipe book.
You cook it all, Sunhee?
Yeah, I do well enough for myself. But apparently, whatever I make always ends up really spicy. Each time I cook for my guys, every one of their faces ends up as red as a hot pepper.
Then why not ask Jungi to taste test it first?
Doesn't work. He always tries to spare my feelings by saying that it's good.
Right. So while trying to be thoughtful towards you, he dooms everyone else. In that case, why don't I give it a shot? But I won't hold back on my opinion.
Kiryu-san tasting my cooking. Almost sounds like we're dating for real.
Sorry, real what?
It was nothing. I, just realized that I need to grab this bestseller and hurry home.
Things are going well.
She idolizes Kiryu so much. It's kind of funny.
Bring it on!
Got these fights are pretty easy too. For some easy cash here.
Follow your lead. Follow my lead. Time to take out the trash.
Now work on the rush style.
Try this on for size.
Keep knocking through that bucket list as much as we can.
No begging for mercy now.
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
It's time.
Now follows up. Sweet.
I won't hold back.
Oh man, can take him down.
Hope you're ready.
Oh well.
Now we're talking.
They're definitely getting there though.
You're going to regret this.
I forget how many chapters are actually in this game. I think it's 12 or 14. One of the two.
Follow my lead.
Hope it's 14.
Hardly.
You picked the
Doing
wrong-
better than I thought.
So it feels like
There's
there's a
more where
lot
this
more to
came
the story.
from. Okay.
Perfect.
I'm
Going the
fine.
best
There's
direction for a lot of
sharpness to your
these.
fighting style, Zhao. Your strike is like the flick of a wrist.
You think so? Ooh, big honor coming from you, Kiryu-san. Maybe all my hard work's paid off.
Have you been doing some kind of specialized training?
Nope, just draining water from noodles.
That's it.
That's it. Draining ramen noodles takes a bit of finesse, believe it or not. The goal is to make quick, reflexive movements, and as few moves as possible. Too much waving your arms around screws with the noodle's delicate texture, and the snap of your wrist is key. So I guess it showed up in my fighting, too.
To think it all stems from something as wholesome as making noodles. What else is up your sleeve, Chef Zhao? All right.
Huh. Fighting style straight from the kitchen. Cool. Huh. Never thought there'd be a vintage movie theater here. Wait, I recognize this. Our Winter Sonata, starring Il Jun. That's that Korean movie star I met in Kamurocho. It's been ages. We did all sorts of things together, running from his fans, showing him movies. I heard he left the limelight for some time, but looks like he's made a comeback.
That's
Good
nostalgic.
for you, Eugene. Here's hoping you stay successful. Yeah, I think I remember doing a couple sub-stories in Yakuza Kiwami. Stars shine brightest in the dark. Il Jin, a Korean superstar, became friends with by chance one day in Kamurocho. Even though he's experienced some setbacks, it's great to see that he's overcoming them step by step. Keep it up, Il Jin. Then we'll hit this reminiscence. And might do that part-time hero just to get that done. Because it's not too far away. And I'm sure it's not difficult either.
Show me what you got. It's over.
Oh, they're level 28. Yeah, it's good for nothing over there. That's one big drugstore. Should I stock up? There's never an end to the fighting, so I always end up in a drugstore, one way or another. Nothing beats stamina, tarner, and toughness. The perfect trifecta to get you through a brawl. Whenever there's a tough battle ahead, you gotta line your pockets with these guys. But their names are so confusing. Because of that, I always get them mixed up.
I remember this.
That's my only complaint, though. Whoever's in charge of marketing these things, I expect to see some improvements. Reliable allies. Some battles in life you can't afford to lose. And in those times, you can always rely on stamina and tarner and toughness. Too bad their names are so confusing, I get both them and their benefits mixed up. I'd say that's their only weakness, though. Yeah, it's a pretty quick reminisce. Let's go ahead and hit that part-time hero. Oh, it's a briefcase up there. Nice. And a guts booster.
I like it when hot drink machines say stuff like, handle with care.
Why? It's just a machine.
You don't find that friendlier than just having caution hot on the side?
I guess it is a little more pleasant.
You know, I think it's cute how it varies from machine to machine.
Does it? I'm not sure I've ever noticed that.
Wonder if there are any wacky ones out there.
Like what?
Maybe one that sounds like a party girl. Hey, Sachan, you're good at this stuff. Can you do a party girl coffee machine?
This is like hella hot.
No, how about a nerdy girl?
Drinks may reach temperatures of 57 degrees Celsius.
Ooh, what about a sexy hostess?
Ready to turn up the heat? Wait, hold on. Are all these coffee machines going to be cute girls?
Hey, can't beat it, I can.
I hope I never get so lonely that I need coffee to keep me company.
Lonely, maybe. But at least in this group, you'll never get bored.
He's got a good point. Man, Xiao's not even at 10 yet for his bond.
Think I'll enjoy this. You're going to regret this.
Here, I'll help.
I'll have to hit probably more of the talks on the northern side of the map than it seems. Seems to be where a lot of Xiao's is.
Try and stop me.
I will think you can handle this.
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
Yeah, their style doesn't seem bad, but definitely not my favorite.
Something wrong?
Just because it takes a hit on the damage part. But you do get 2
Follow
attacks,
my
and
lead.
that is helpful.
Hardly a fair fight.
Okay.
I'm good.
Nice, so now let's just head to Ichiban's place. Doing alright, clearing out the map. Of course, if we get Jungi Han, which I have a feeling we probably will, because he's the only guy, I believe, that has the hitman job. And I know we could buy weapons for that job. Also, how's our Suji Dex doing? For Japan? We haven't even ran into a lot of them yet? Dang. Death Merchant. Huh. 200 out of 317. Jeez.
Well, let's get started. Now then.
I don't think there's any way to miss some of those entries either. Thankfully.
Good warm-up.
Alright, let's head up to here and see if Sawashiro's here.
Sawashiro, you should see yourself right now.
I'd appreciate you sticking to the point. I'm not man of time, you know.
All right. But first, we need to know where you stand. Who is Ebina to you?
The visionary responsible for the Second Great Dissolution. And a man after Masumi Arakawa's own heart.
We thought the same at first. But in light of his recent behavior, I'm sure you've noticed something's up by now.
Yeah. The Second Dissolution's just a smokescreen. A shiny ad to pull in fresh recruits. But I found that out too late. After sending Ichi to Hawaii.
Gee, isn't the timing convenient?
It does sound that way. But if it was a lie, I'd expect something a bit more convincing.
He has a point. Look at that. Your slimy reputation precedes you. And it's in your favor.
Let's talk about Kasuga in Hawaii. He's there to lure out Akane-san, isn't he? And it was Ebina who proposed that. Likely to curry favor with Bryce. Sound right?
Right on the money.
If that's the case, why are you still working with him? You had to have known. The hell Akane-san's going through, dodging death at every turn. Isn't she the woman your boss loved?
Yeah, but don't forget, Ichi's over there. As long as he's in Hawaii, Akane-san's in good hands.
Placing your bets on Kasuga-kun, are we? Sounds like you trust him.
Something like that. But with him on the job, I can focus on the real work I gotta do.
Real work? And that would be...
Putting Ebina's fake plan into action. I'm gonna see the second great dissolution through.
Huh?
But if I have any hope of doing that, I need to know Ebina's true motive.
Motive for what?
The waste management business he's running with Polycana. It has something to do with nuclear reactors. Specifically, the waste these reactors pump out.
What?
Nuclear waste? As in from power plants?
Yeah. On one end, there's spent fuel rods, which can still be repurposed and weaponized. Without strict protocols in place, they could easily fall into the wrong hands. On the other end, there's dirt, water, concrete, equipment, and what have you that end up getting contaminated. These are considered low-level radioactive waste, and while they're not as deadly, there's a lot of it. And with Japan dragging its heels in the decommissioning process, we're left with mountains of waste that'll remain toxic for centuries. The best they can do is silo it off in temporary storage facilities and hope a solution arises in the future.
Oh yeah, I hear about that on the news every now and again. No matter where they try to build these facilities, the locals always fight against it.
That's precisely what Polycana honed in on. For over 20 years, they've been stashing nuclear waste from around the globe on their private island. You know it as.
Nelly Island, right? According to Polycana, that's paradise. A reward for only the chosen.
Yeah. Real fitting, isn't it?
Using sacred ground to hide away toxic waste. Bryce has a real sense of humor.
Also, the fee they charge for processing the waste isn't cheap. And I'm sure Ebina gets a nice cut. But beyond that, I still don't know where all our ex-Yakuza factor in. My guess is they're needed for loading and transport.
So that's it then. Ebina's yet another money-hungry maniac. Now, I know I shouldn't say this, but hear me out for a second. If Polycana's willing to bear the brunt of Japan's nuclear waste problem, in spite of all the issues, isn't it a win for the country?
From what I understand, each country's responsible for its own nuclear waste. How does Ebina plan on going around the law?
Well, he won't have to if they loosen regulations. Politicians, bureaucrats, and investors are all waiting to jumpstart the nuclear industry in Japan. And to keep the money flowing, they'd build even more reactors if they could. And naturally, they'd also welcome any waste disposal method that seems convenient. So if one day you hear the TV saying how the government wants to ship its waste offshore, that means they've already started trying to sway public opinion. And eventually, a change in legislation will follow.
Wow, that's insane, right? There's a chance Ebina and Polycana could legally be in the clear. If only it weren't the Yakuza and a cult, I might have just took it and shrugged. Sorry if this sounds biased, but there has to be an ulterior motive somewhere.
There absolutely is.
In other words, you're sticking with Ebina to figure out that motive.
Yes.
You say that, but did you really need to blow Kiryu-san's cover? You know, on the Tatara channel?
I merely read the script I was given.
Alright.
It's true that for Ebina, the second dissolution might just be a means to an end. However, if Masumi Arakawa were alive, this is something he would have wanted. And if whatever Ebina's planning would subvert that, I'll bring him down from the very foundation.
I see.
When that time comes, I would hope to have the Dragon of Dojima's support. That's why I went through all this, to speak with you.
How could the great dissolution we forged with the Tojo clan and the Omi Alliance crumble like this? People put their lives on the line to open up a path for the future. But all it took was 4 years to fail.
Kiryu-san.
Guess your plans weren't so airtight. As a country, Japan's not exactly kind to those who make mistakes. Far from it, actually. So yeah, these ex-Yakuza had nowhere to turn but Ebina. Getting back on their feet wasn't an option.
No, something's not right. It shouldn't have been like this. This wasn't the plan they told me about. The plan we all believed in.
Sorry, who are they?
The leaders of the Great Dissolution. Daigo Dojima, 6th chairman of the Tojo clan, along with Goro Majima and Taiga Saejima.
Heck of name drops to drop at the end of a chapter. That's good that Sawashiro is actually on our side, though. Yeah, it's crazy that Ebina is just using that as the dissolution as a front. I'm kind of curious what his motive actually is. Well, with that, let's go right into the next chapter. Chapter 11, Devil in Disguise.